Furthest away. It's a good question. I would say right now, working on my got me with that one, stomach. I would say working on my blitz looks, my blitz and coverage looks, and feeling the umbrella of the defense, and filling that out to adjust.
Baby, you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonder wall.
He's an idiot. All right, that's what we got to say about that. He's an idiot.
Oh my God!
A generational prospect is what one would say about Caleb Williams before the draft had even taken place. Matter of fact, those same people were also saying that Caleb Williams was not only a generational prospect at the quarterback position, but they were also saying that he was already a top 15 quarterback and a top 15 processor coming out of the draft. So before the guy was even drafted by Chicago at number 1, he was already becoming knighted. People were already crowning him as the king in Chicago. And well, it's not turned out very well. The Bears have won 4 games the whole fucking year. It couldn't be, it couldn't be an even worse disaster than like you would think in your head. Like, what's the worst possible scenario? Like, this is worse than the worst possible scenario that could have possibly occurred. And I know that there's going to be people blaming the offensive line. I understand that. Trust me, I know that they're not very good. But the fact is, when you have a play where you have 13 seconds to throw because you're running around, maybe it's you that has become the problem. 13 seconds to throw. He had all day to throw on half his throws. And he was being blitzed on half of them, where he had 3, 4, 5 seconds to throw, and there was 6, 7 guys coming, and he just refused to throw down the field. Teams have already figured out the formula to completely annihilate Caleb Williams. Blitz every play. You saw the clip that I showed before the video even started, where he said that he needed to work on his fucking blitz looks. Why would you ever, and I mean this, ever admit that in a press conference? What the fuck is the point? That is something that you keep to yourself and you make defensive coordinators in the NFL figure out the hard way. And now everybody fucking knows. So to the PR person that spoke to Caleb Williams about what to say and what not to say, fire that piece of shit immediately, because they fucking failed. Because before the games were even played on the field, everybody already knew what he sucked at. Fire that motherfucker immediately. Whatever PR person, PR trained Caleb Williams in the Bears organization, get rid of him. Get rid of him now. That person is a fucking trash can. A failure. And speaking of failures, bye-bye to that fucking interception streak that doesn't matter. That is literally a consolation prize. And now it has been eradicated. It's been erased. It no longer is a thing. Bye-bye to the pick streak. It's over. Your little, he had 300 consecutive throws without a pick because he's scared to throw the ball down the field. How do you even watch the games, or do you just watch fucking highlights on NFL's YouTube after the game's over? What do you watch? Please tell me what you watch, because you can't be watching the same game that I just watched right there on the goddamn screen and tell me that Caleb Williams is generational. He's not fucking generational at anything else except for taking sacks. He can't read coverage. He can't identify defense. He doesn't even know where his receivers are. You see where he's looking? He's not even looking at his receivers. He's running around like his life depends on it, because it does. And folks, it's not just because their line is not the greatest in the world. It's also because he doesn't know what he's looking at. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't have any feel for the game, no instincts. And his body language is fucking, I'm not an expert on that, but it's fucking putrid. He looks, I mean, he just is, his confidence is completely shot. You can tell he is just shell-shocked. He's stunned. He doesn't know what he's seeing on the field. The Bears have already ruined this guy. It's over. There's no way if this guy recovers from this, he must have some very strong mental fortitude. But I don't think he is. He is going to be in permanent shell shock for the rest of his Bears career. And I mean, honestly, I can't even blame him. Because the situation around him isn't the greatest. He has good receivers. His line's not the greatest. He has decent running backs. But the coaching, it's a high school offense. They're throwing screens and little dinky throws every play. And maybe that's because they realized that Caleb Williams is not looking downfield. So they just went up one day and said, fuck it. Only screens, only throws within 5 yards. Anything else, unless we need it late in the game, fuck it. We're not letting this kid throw it down the field. And to me, that's sort of a weird line of fucking thinking, like you're not letting your young quarterbacks throw it down the field. But then you look at the numbers deep and you're like, wow, holy shit, they have a reason to run this offense. This guy can't throw down the field. He can't throw past 15 yards. The ball is just always out of the reach of the fucking receiver. He's throwing erratically bad passes past 15 yards. And most of this also comes under duress, where he just can't throw under pressure. He cannot throw under pressure. That's not something that gets fixed. If you can throw under pressure, you can throw under pressure. If you can't, tough luck, you can't play in the NFL. This guy has to be one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen under pressure. And he doesn't ever change the protection. So when there's a 5-man blitz and they're showing, okay, we're blitzing right, but then they blitz left, he doesn't recognize. He doesn't recognize the exotic looks. He doesn't recognize even basic looks yet. I would understand why you get fooled by, okay, they're showing blitz left, but they blitz right. But not when they have double A gap linebackers fucking blitzing. And he doesn't set the protection. Or they have a guy on the left, a corner that, you got him on the hard count. He looked like he was going to blitz. Okay, let me slide the line left. No. And then he gets sacked from the left and he wonders, oh, why'd I get sacked? And Bears fans are like, oh, he has no time to throw the ball. It's because he can't fucking play quarterback. At least at the NFL level, a great college quarterback. Does that mean he can play in the pros? Fuck no. His play style was never going to translate. Running around like a fucking hobbit from Lord of the fucking Rings doesn't mean you're going to be a good quarterback just because you can run and you can throw really fast and really far. That ain't mean shit in the NFL. Defensive coordinators have already figured out what this kid is shit at. And not only have they figured it out, they figured it out in a big way. Because it's literally his kryptonite. It is his kryptonite. He can't throw the ball when he's being pressured. He will do a little dance routine and run around like his life depends on it and take a sack or throw it away. Most of the time, the kid doesn't even throw it away under pressure. He just eats the sack because he thinks he can make a fucking miracle play happen. And the line gets blamed because they're not blocking perfectly. He had a throw where he had 13 fucking seconds to throw. 13 seconds. He took 13 seconds to throw the ball. 13 fucking seconds to throw. And you're wondering why he's shit. That's why. Not only can he not throw down the field, he can only throw short. He runs well, but he's not, good from within the pocket. He can't throw from in the pocket. That's how you win in the NFL, is throwing in the pocket. Just because you can create well out of structure doesn't mean you're inherently good at playing quarterback in the NFL. Once again, this is being figured out, not in the hard way, in the easiest way possible, because he just straight up told everybody, yeah, I need to get better at recognizing blitzes and reading coverages. Why would you say that? Why would you even think of saying that? Fire the PR person. I'm done with this video. Totally fucking done. Thank you all for watching. This has been Mr. Truth, and this was nothing but the truth.
With a miraculous shot